just some complications. I think I got everything figured out here. So, welcome to the stream. I was looking to start an hour ago, but things weren't working out. So, let's get right into it. Metal Gear Monday. We started Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, the original version of this game. And that was last week, so now we're going to pick up where we left off. Thank you, game. Cutting all the excess fat out with the intro gone. So we started this up last week, and I did the tanker mission, basically the Solid Snake part of the game, and we stopped it right there. But we're going to pick up right where we left off. Should be picking up with the big shell segment. Hopefully it didn't cut out anything. Though I think the save happens right before that, so we should be alright. There we go.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
Yeah, I had to reset a couple connections, but I think the upload speed is back to where
What
it
are
needs
their
to be.
demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person, in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. FOXHOUND remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in FOXHOUND.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
I don't know what the voice direction for Raiden was, but it almost sounds like he's sort of trying to do like a Snake impression with the Raiden voice. I don't know. It's weird. So, I can tell you for a fact, when I first played this game, and again, this was my first Metal Gear game that I ever played, I was very confused. I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't really know a whole lot about the series, but I did know about the exploits of Snake. You know, I knew that Snake was a part of the game, and then everything seemed natural when you start off with him at the beginning, but then switching over to somebody else completely. You know, they're referring to this character as Snake when you first start off, and then he comes up with that voice. I didn't know if we were doing something that preceded the events at first, and this was like young Snake, much like Young Conquer, or if something else is going on. I mean, you know, quickly you end up figuring it out because they give you a timetable, they let you know what's happening, so I was able to piece things together, but yeah, it was interesting. Let's just say that. And again, I'm not too sure what the reception was like this for the general public. Obviously, this was one of the biggest, or I think this is still the biggest game in the Metal Gear franchise. At least as far as sales go. But it's not like I was, you know, in the community, let's say, at the time, so I don't know the real feelings of people.
I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
That's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, as I said before, I've seen like old forum logs and obviously obviously going off of what people say nowadays. Reception was mixed, but it kind of would have been fun, I think, at the time to actually see what the reception was of this game when it actually released.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Forgot about that line.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
You're the nerd, Raiden.
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness.
Yeah, it's too bad
If
they
they
didn't get a
spot
nerd
you,
sponsorship.
you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
All these guys are out. No, I think I'm good. I know how to use the action button. There's a lot of strange oddities in this game. I don't know why that happened. Was that ever disclosed, that it would shock the crap out of you when you touch it? Name. Oh, God. Cool Man. Distant relative of Hot Coldman. I don't know. Yeah, fine. January 1st, 1990. Good enough. Let's do the O blood type, because it's the most distinct one. How many nationalities we have here? Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Yemen, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Disappointed. No Zanzibar land. Zambia is good enough. Let's see, vibration. We actually used all this before. I don't know why blood is turned off. Blood can be on. Dolby Digital 5.1, why not? Captions, own view, normal, reverse. Normal's fine. Group, quick change, unequip. Sounds good to me.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The FOXHOUND analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies.
Oh boy.
Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April
Yeah, here we
30th.
go.
Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
We have introductions to one of the more annoying characters in this series. There are worse. In some regards, but
the
still.
enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be
Thank you,
careful,
I saw
Jack.
that.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Considering that there's this entire section with
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Well, there's the entire section with the tanker, which is, you know, a fairly substantial segment. You'd think that they would have covered some of the tutorial basics in that mode first, which, you know, they sort of do. But boy, they sure go into great detail at the beginning of Raiden's segment. I don't think it's in this version, but I know that there's a version. And it might not even be, you know, when you're starting a game fresh, but you can choose to skip the tanker sequence. I'm guessing that's probably either substance version only and or only after you beat the game once. But I was gonna say, maybe that's why. Maybe if you could like skip out on it, that's the reason. I'm not too sure. I guess these guys don't really move.
Who's there?
Don't worry about it.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
You never had basic strut training?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
The thing about this game is it can be quite wordy at times, and this is especially the case at the end of the game. So, I've always wondered how people felt about that. There's a cutscene, or at least a dialogue sequence, I don't even know if you can call it a cutscene, that goes on for a good 30 plus minutes. And I don't know. Seems to me that usually, in those cases, the general populace doesn't care for that.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
Maybe.
Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left analog stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind. Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here.
I agree.
There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Probably, yeah.
There's a lot of weird things in this game, as I said. One of them being a lot of the features that the codec calls have, such as being able to just zoom in on the faces whenever you feel like it. And also, if you hit the R1 button, you get their inside thoughts.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Kind of jumping the gun a little bit. We still have these lockers to take a look at. Well, I wanted to see if there's a poster on one. I guess not. Maybe that's the other side. there's a poster. Konami Eyes. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's try F. We'll go to B.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways while keeping out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president.
Is he safe?
He is safe.
What about the package?
Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money.
Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home.
Roger that. Holy!
Alpha Zero, report.
Damn it! Cover the president!
Come in, Alpha Zero.
This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that...
Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the President's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Working on it. I don't know which way these guys are coming or going. Is that guy even gonna move?
There's somebody there.
Let's see if he can actually see me when I'm coming on through here. I guess not. So we saw the grip gauge in Twin Snakes, obviously a mechanic that they borrowed from this game. But it has a lot more use here, mostly because the level design caters to using grip in certain areas. So we might see it a little more frequently. I think to start off, you actually do have more of a grip level, despite being level 1 on both times, but I'm probably going to see if I can upgrade it at some point, because it does come in handy. Just maybe not on stream. It's a little too monotonous.
Alpha Zero, come in, Alpha Zero.
are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Get down! Where is he?
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vam,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Boy.
Hold on. I'm not an
Bam.
enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Good name.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
A little dirty there, pal.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Look at all those snakes.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Raiden, what's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top-secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Guess they're gonna have to kill him.
What's up?
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
Loser. I didn't get the electric razor. I don't know if you can actually get that in the original version.
Take this too.
I think in Substance it's available in the first lockers you come across when you get the big shell.
Between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo 0.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plan's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Anyway, Razor might not be available here. Also, they don't give us his
Right.
frequency by
SEAL Team
default.
10 has engaged someone on the BC connecting bridge. The president is most likely there as well. The BC connecting bridge is on the north side of Strut B. The president is in danger. Go now. Don't forget to log into the node in Strut B. The node for Strut B is on the south side of the transformer room. It's to the west of where you found the Navy captain.
Solid, thanks.
He's asleep?
He is right in front of you as well, so probably tell. I'm just gonna step over him real quick. Okay, well, obviously, long cutscene there, but we've seen a few things. I think it sucks that you can't, despite the fact that there's a dead man and all these guys have rifles, can't actually pick it up. But anyway, regardless, a lot of stuff, a lot of things to unpack here. Obviously, the revelation with Dead Cell, all that jazz. Included in all this, we see there's some callbacks. Also, hold on. What could that be? That seems suspicious. Oh, fine.
Jack, it's me.
Everything
Yes.
okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
I was going to do that as soon as I had looked into the lockers, but sure. I guess force me to save, why not? $2,099. That doesn't seem right.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again.
Oh, stop asking.
I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Okay. More Konami eyes. Oh, turn around. But anyway, upon entry in here, we obviously saw the bloodstains on the wall, the fallen troops, all that jazz. Harkens back to the, I guess not the first, but one of the instances where you find the cyborg ninja right before meeting Otacon. There's like this little weird kind of cutaway. Oh, look at that. That happens. Not a cutaway necessarily, but when you're talking to Snake and then it cuts to him and has the weird, you know, almost Fox Die-ish sound. Sort of a callback to Fox Die. I don't know if it was supposed to throw you off necessarily to say, uh-oh, here we go again with that. But obviously nothing happens. But as we will see, there's going to be a lot of callbacks to Metal Gear Solid, which is kind of an interesting take, I guess, considering that Metal Gear Solid itself was basically a remake of Metal Gear 2. And then you play this game, and, well, in a way, it's almost sort of a reimagining of Metal Gear Solid, so we just couldn't get away from Metal Gear 2, could we?
hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
Queen.
Don't let them take the president!
Ready grenades! A dud!
Dude.
Today is another bad day.
It's not that catchy.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Probably shouldn't have grouped together like that when she has a massive railgun at her side.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Why's she gotta be killing birds like that?
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Really. He's got some corny lines in here. Also, Raiden's delivery on some of this stuff is hilarious. What was that man just now? Pliskin, anything to say? Still sleeping.
How much longer is this guy gonna sleep?
I know, right? Astounding. Here, there are certain sequences I guess we want to take a look at. Only if you call Rose a number of times, so I'm gonna try and say
What's up, Jack?
regular-ish. But I'm not gonna like it. Speaking of long sequences, if we happen to get this sequence where Rose just unloads...
Rose, are you okay?
Yes, thank you. It really scared me at first, but I think I've gotten used to it. I'll be behind you all the way, so don't worry.
I guess women really are strong.
Not quite. It's not women that are strong, it's me.
Just as long as I can count on you.
Actually, that's not true. It still scares me to death, but I'll be strong. I'll try. For you. Good luck.
This dialogue is like a nightmare I can't wake from. Chaff grenades. So what do I have? Just the SOCOM and the chaff. I don't remember a lot of the specific spots where to find certain things. So like finding the M9 and all that, I don't remember where you even get that. I'm assuming it's gotta be mandatory, right? Probably get it at some point before the first like legit boss battle, but at the same time I'm not too sure. There's some sort of deal, partnership, I don't know, going on with FHM at the time. And then I think by the time they got to 3 they had to deal with Playboy, because I'm pretty sure that the magazines that you can lay down are Playboy issues. Maybe that was 4, I don't know. Plenty of M9 ammunition, but no M9. What happened to the big titty American girl? Wasn't that in this bathroom? I guess the FHM probably overrode it. Maybe they no longer had the deal when Substance came out and they had to change it. I just remember a girl in a bikini, and it was like an American flag bikini. What are you doing to that oven?
Freeze! Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal, Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
Making fun of his name.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
Oh, look how cool
I never
he
heard
looks.
anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
You know it.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know
thinking
Fat
ahead.
Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes, on every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on Shell 1, another 6 on Shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The 2 of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL.
Tossing out all the lingo.
I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists, then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by Kodak from
This
here.
operation's gonna be a few hours, not a few months.
Good luck, kid. Bomb
Maybe he has
disposal
low
is a
blood sugar.
face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Well, good to know. All right. So, that takes care of most of the major opening cutscenes. There's going to be a lot throughout the duration of the game, but now we kind of open up here. Since we're supposed to move throughout the entirety of the complex, or at least part of it, we can sort of move on our own. I was gonna say, I remember a long poster. I guess that's this one over here. Good old FHM. How are we doing on rations? Do we even need... I don't think we need to actually have the key card on hand to open doors, but I guess we'll see. As far as little secrets and other things like that, I don't think there's anything that we can pick up that's here, so don't need to worry about it. What is this? Oh, it's just a power drill. Okay, well, we've already seen some of the bombs. So... let's see.
Raiden here. I took care of the C4 in Strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far, we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Well, we'll deal with it as we come. I guess I'm going to go back this way. We'll work our way around and hopefully come back to B. Now here's a pain in the ass. Sometimes we have to deal with these ciphers. Other times we have to deal with just troops, soldiers. But sometimes you got to deal with both of them. And that's especially not fun. But yeah, moving between the struts can be a bit of a difficult process. Let's see what we got. Fortunately, they haven't moved any of the bomb locations, so it's not that big of an issue, considering how much I've played this game, to go find all the locations, but still, it's a bit of a pain. Let me see if I can remember them all, too. There's one in particular that I'm a little bit worried about, but I guess we'll see. I need to remember how to, like, grab people. I don't know if we can actually still choke them out. There's a camera over there, too. It's a little worrying. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Although, I don't think, actually, I need to approach it from the other side, damn it. Unless I could hop up on top of this. Okay, I can, but I still think I need to go around the other side. Well, we got box 1 at least.
Who's there?
Don't worry about it.
Who's that?
Ah, shit.
Enemy sighted.
God damn it.
Requesting backup unit.
I think they'd be able to see me from there. Well, first alert sequence. Let me see. Can't quite reach it. Here's the thing, I don't think they can actually approach you from that point, because they have no ability to crawl or anything like that. Yeah, there we go.
Understood. Sending reinforcements to the first floor, Strut A. Boost up security.
This is Raiden. The C4 found in Strut A has been frozen and disposed of. Explosives were planted in the pump room on the first floor.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, right? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to wait out at this little alert encounter sequence. Hey, wait a second. If I'm not within their visible line of sight, seeing as it's grayed out, how was they able to see me that other time? Yeah, whatever. See if there's anything I missed here. Actually, I need to go up top here. Elevator was supposed to be there, but that might be for something later, though. Rather not kill him if possible, but I know choking them out to actually knock out can be a bit of a pain, especially considering that it takes a little while. There we go. Don't have anything for me. Okay, I think we need to come back to that, actually. There is a bomb at the entry point, but I suppose it's a story-related one, so we'll wait on that. Oh, wait a second. I need to go to that other connecting bridge. There we go. Okay, what are we dealing with? Ah, see? I knew this would come up at some point. We've got both a cipher and a regular troop. Oh, shit. Close call. If I was just a second later trying to cross that bridge, we would have been in trouble.
Nothing here.
Here we go. Here's the M9. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of like our weapons cache place. Keep coming back here because there's a lot to grab. Once you get new key cards.
Hmm? Who's there? Who's there?
Oh, come on.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Backup unit head for the first floor, Strut A. Surround warehouse F.
So, definitely more difficult than Metal Gear Solid 1. Several issues with this. One, once you enter a new area, it becomes a bit of a problem because you don't have the map and you don't have access to the Soliton radar. So as we saw there, when I'm just crawling through a vent and just picking up an item as I'm walking through the area trying to get out of the vent, somebody spotted me. Is there a way to know whether or not they're going to be around the corner? Not really, but still a bit of a pain. Alternative option was to take out the guy in the middle or sneak by him, but I think he just jumps between that spot back and forth. And as we saw, he's on the radio, so he's the radio dude. If you end up taking him out, then they're going to suspect something. So, gotta be careful. I think the node for this area is on the very bottom of the floor as well.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Okay, so we definitely need to get that node. There we are. That should make things a little easier. There's a guy that comes in here. Let's see if I can take what I can, though. There's a few doors that we could access here. It's got some decent stuff. Suppressor, eh? There we go. Not bad. Oh wait, we gotta climb on top of this thing.
Nothing here.
Mine detector, shit, I forgot. But there are locations where there's plenty of mines around. Ah, shit.
Who is that?
Oh, no. No, allow. It's not going to be a problem. I realized it at the last second with that stack of boxes. The middle section there was only one high. Little things like that. They throw some curveballs in the level design. I think we're fine if we walk around here a little bit. 9 ammo, okay. Another thing I need to check on is to make sure that if I take anybody out, it's going to be people that don't actually actively talk on the radio.
Nothing here.
Okay, so there's that one bomb. Actually, gotta be careful because
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
yeah, nerve-wracking. Once the security teams, shit, start moving away from you and going back to wherever it is they need to go to,
There's somebody there.
sometimes they could just run into whatever exit they feel is necessary for them to run through. I got myself into a situation here. I need to get back up to the top, but there's so many people down here. So many people coming back and forth. Take a more aggressive stance. Maybe. Let's hope he wasn't a radio guy.
There's somebody there.
No. For some reason, I couldn't jump. Now I gotta do this song and dance. Actually, don't know which way he comes. I'm gonna screw myself by hiding here. No, we're good. Okay, let's try that again. Here? There we go. Hey, we did it. I think I tried to get that earlier. Okay. EF. Can you ever actually consult with anybody about ongoing situations?
Everything's going smoothly over here. I just finished defusing another C4. For some reason, there was one planted on an enemy soldier's back.
It's a pretty good spot, though. You never know where it's going to blow up.
I see a lot of birds over there. The tanker accident 2 years ago released crude oil containing massive quantities of endocrine disruptors. The fish that absorbed them were then eaten by seagulls, which further concentrated the endocrine disruptors in their bodies. What sort of outcome this will lead to is still currently under review and is yet unclear. It just goes to show that finishing the cleanup of ocean oil spills does not mean that environmental restoration efforts end there as well.
It's a very interesting tidbit, Campbell. Thank you.
Jack, do you need to save?
Yes, I do. I always felt like when it came to Metal Gear Solid 2, there was a lot less interesting things on the codec calls. I feel like there was more variety, but that might have just been because of the amount of people that you could actually talk to. And then obviously 3 took it to a new level.
Jack, it must be so nerve-wracking to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, that was a stupid thing to say. Sorry.
That's all right. It's just that I've never been trained in this stuff.
You okay? Are you feeling well?
I almost threw up a few times.
Oh, Jack.
But I'm okay. It's not like I'm in this alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What do you think about when you're defusing those things?
I don't think so much as
I hope it
remember.
doesn't blow up in my
and
face.
I know that I need to resist that and keep my mind blank. I can't let myself be overwhelmed by the fear.
I need Raiden's inside thoughts.
Am I a part of what you try not to remember?
That's so cute, I can't bear.
I was just kidding. But I guess this isn't a good time for that.
No, it is. And I do think about you. I'm trying to remember what's so special about April 30th.
Any success?
No, not yet.
You need to stay alive so you can.
Okay, that's a deal.
I used to be able to tag this guy, like, from way out here. Let's see if we still do it. Okay. Good. See? We proved it in the tanker when I was shooting the light bulbs, and we can prove it now. I want to say, yeah, look. There are Claymore mines.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
Sounds good to me. No response. When I first played this game and I heard Mr. X, I couldn't quite place the accent. I thought it was like a Spanish man, like some kind of Spaniard contacting me on the high seas. But all will be revealed. Let's see, that's the main shell, not where we want to go.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right. Sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York.
Oh,
there are all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence,
like
we wouldn't be together.
Movie.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time
again. Talking about the original
again.
one, too, not that
What?
Peter Jackson nonsense.
Take care.
Okay, bye. To be honest, it does sound like a thing a New Yorker would do. No, you dumb broad. It's the Empire State Building. Christ, the building's in Godzilla.
Nothing here.
It's a radio man. Hold up. I think we can get the, Oh, is it not here? What's in here? No, that's it. Don't think I need that. We have like these Zone of the Ender boxes, which I guess fair enough. I don't know why necessarily, what the lore would be as to why they're here, but they are. Oh, shit.
Who's there?
See, another issue arising from the fact that I can't use a Soliton radar. It's like I can almost make it out. But not really.
Who's there?
I'm just gonna move.
Nothing here. Who's there?
That's not gonna do me any good. very suspicious people here.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
It's the only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja, complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
There's an Easter egg where you can actually see Snake crossing the bridge in a cardboard box.
You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not.
Completely
What a
forgot about
thing
it.
to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Picked up a few moves.
I saw a female soldier. Russian.
Must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a Dead Cell?
No. She commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the Big Shout.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
Oh wait, we actually got people up here. Damn. I think we'll probably be able to manage. Maybe not. Yeah, this plane stinks. Okay, let's take a look. I don't remember specifically where this one was, but I know it's on the plane somewhere. I mean, obviously. There it is. I'm surprised that it can't, like, crawl under there.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen.
I see.
I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry.
Probably,
I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness.
Probably, yeah.
I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins.
I see.
It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Good. I want to meet him anyway. Oh, what? This guy crossed over? That's that guy I knocked out like a while back. I'm surprised the game remembers. Okay, be careful with this one. These guys throw me for a little bit of a loop. Got stuck in the wall.
Nothing here.
Oh good, that guy's still... Wait, what? Why is that guy sleeping? There's a mine detector. I wasn't sure if there was gonna be any claymores up here. I guess not. Yeah, shit, you know what? I think it's better if I enter from here. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Yes?
Raiden, at your feet, there's a hatch for pipe or gauge maintenance. Face the hatch and push the action button to open it. There may be something you can use, so check the inside thoroughly.
No.
Nothing here.
Something I can use or something I can diffuse? I don't know if that was the radio guy, but... Ah, shit, wait, how did...
It's the enemy. I need help.
Different levels, man. It's not gonna work. Well, miscalculation on my part. We're not gonna make this. But yeah, I've been playing the other Metal Gears too long. I think even in like Twin Snakes, despite the fact that it's supposed to use the basic Metal Gear Solid 2 framework, when you're on a different level, they tend not to be able to see you, like, at all. Even if realistically they'd be able to just, like, look down. But, that's how it goes here. In old Metal Gear Solid 2.
Return to your positions. Increase security.
Distraction. Okay.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4 and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Okay. I thought the time sequence was going to be right now, so I'm glad that it isn't.
What's going on? Respond. Communications. Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Oh, shit. Coming in from the bottom.
There's somebody there. Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Close call. Why do those bombs stink? They went into it before. But yeah, there's an ionized sense that we have the ability to pick up. Okay, I don't think this guy moves. I'm gonna see if I can just... There we go, net him from here. Hopefully there's not a cipher or anything. Okay. There we go.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin!
I said wait.
Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Raiden, move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
Snake, you went and did it. Told you to wait, he kept spraying. Fortunately, I think when we're working our way, I was gonna say walk, but working was better, back to the other strut, I don't think there's as many security enforcements, maybe? We'll see. Obviously, there's a cipher here. No, there's still a fair amount of people walking around. We should have plenty of time, though. Don't need to worry about it too much. So this one here is the one I was thinking of earlier, where we actually had to go into the elevator. Damn. Somebody's up here, but maybe I can just... Okay, cool. Nothing special to it, just have to stand on it.
Raiden, Pliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
Fat man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete! That's right.
Raiden, keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Right.
All good back there?
Colonel, Stillman is dead.
I know. Pull yourself together, Raiden.
I can't. I can't do this alone.
Jack, are you listening? All right, calm down.
Stillman is dead. There are no more explosive specialists.
You're fine. I won't let you die.
Rose.
All right then. Is Sensor B equipped?
Yes.
See if it responds or not. Jack, no matter what, you have to bring an end to this crisis.
Okay.
No response. Also note the arrangement of the boxes has changed. I was just seeing if there was anything that's popped up in there that's new. I wonder if we specifically need to do it from here, but this is where I usually go to diffuse. Well, maybe not. It's from the other end? I don't remember getting right under it like that. Alright, never mind. Might as well equip Sensor B so we can see how it works. There it is. From the other side. There it goes.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the President. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Jack, is that you?
The hell else would it be?
Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner. Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too. Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
Don't worry.
he likes lobster at all.
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed, shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well,
looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the president. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come. Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
Excuse me?
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else. And without a death to call my own. Hurry, kill me, please.
Okay, you asked for it. Ah, Yell Dead Cell. Still one of the best boss tracks in the entirety of the series.
What is she, a witch? For some reason, I can't hit her.
I don't understand. She's obviously impervious to attack.
What are my options?
Disengage her and get out.
The elevator is still upstairs. My retreat's been cut off.
Hang on until the elevator comes down again. Your weapons can't hurt her, and you need to stay alive. Use whatever cover you can find and invade her.
Just ain't fun calling people in the codec anymore.
Sorry. Put me out of my misery now.
Oh, I think I got hit by like some sort of roof debris. Goes again. I really don't have anything else. Can't even fool around in an attempt to try
good are you?
Fortune's railgun packs some power. A direct hit will kill you. Do not present her with a target under any condition. Stay behind cover. Raiden, Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Fat Man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, Raiden.
What?
He's killed off Peter. Now he's after you.
Why me?
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, Raiden.
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
Oh, good.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows? But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one, really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later. Then.
Now!
Just to announce his attacks.
Damn!
Vamp. Are you gone? No. No, that death was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't die?
Originally, I thought that was a stupid line because he got shot in the head.
Again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough. I thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
He's close enough to try now.
is no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
Vamp.
I can't die twice.
I don't know about that reasoning. As they say, you only live twice. Alright, well. Let's see that. Oh, okay, right? As soon as got the countdown on.
Jack, you okay? Hang in there.
You know, I feel like with previous streams I've done of this game, I typically go after Fat Man from here, but at the same time, I think it might take a little while. 1, we gotta get over there. 2, we have to go through our introductory scenes. 3, we gotta do the boss battle, and then 4, we have to go through closing scenes, which all adds up. I think it's probably gonna be another 30 minutes or so, and yeah, I think I'm good with stopping here. So I'm going to call the stream. We'll come back to this next week and we'll pick up and do the Fat Man encounter. I feel like this playthrough is going to take a little longer than previous playthroughs, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm doing okay, but still have to adapt to that Metal Gear Solid 2 playstyle, which is, as I expressed before, a little more difficult when it comes to the Metal Gear games. Basically, like all of them. This is probably the hardest game of the franchise, which is probably why people still like it. It's more of a challenge. But so far, so good. And we'll come back to this next Monday. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I will probably be back tomorrow. Looking at probably doing some Halo. I do want to start a new game this week, but since I didn't stream last night, I think I want to make up for that and do some Halo then. But we'll take it as we see fit. And that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. As usual. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good night.